if the Browns head coaching job comes up. Jason Lloyd of The Athletic on how appealing that job would be.
This is not an attractive job. You got 2 number 1 picks next year. That's great. The cap is a mess right now. You have no offensive line, literally no offensive line. And the ownership's reputation is well known throughout the league. Whether they've tried to change that or not in recent years, that's still their stigma or their reputation. And depending on what they do with Shedeur, he is not a coach for everyone. There's a lot of coaches who won't probably even touch this job because of the Shedeur situation where it stands right now. People want to deal with this and answer the questions Kevin's had to answer this year. So let's see how this all shakes out. But right now, I would say the Giants' job is more attractive for a lot of reasons.
Yeah, Dalton, you look at it. Giants' job is open. Titans' job is already open. They both have first-round quarterbacks that they took this year, different stages of development. Let me ask you this: if we make you a consultant to Jimmy Haslam, and he says, Dalton, give me the names of some guys I should bring in to talk to if we're going to move on from a head coach, who are you telling him?
I think if you're looking for someone with an offensive background, it could be say Seattle offensive coordinator Clint Kubiak. Could be a pretty similar system offensively as he runs as Kevin Stefanski, but maybe just a breath of fresh air in there. Maybe Mike Kafka, the Giants interim coach, who is serving as their offensive coordinator as well. If you want to go with a defensive coach, Brian Flores from Minnesota, their defensive coordinator, I think is going to get some looks. But certainly it's going to have to be someone who comes in with a clear plan for what this offense is going to look like. The defense is just fine. There's plenty enough talent on this defense. It's one of the best defenses in football, but I have to wonder if they're going to call some offensive coaches first to figure out what is the roadmap here. What kind of system do we want to run? What is the offensive line? What type of offensive lineman do we need? What type of receivers do we need? Because I think this upcoming draft is one where they do have an opportunity. They have the luxury of a really good defense, but an opportunity to draft a lot of offensive pieces and really start to build around whoever their quarterback might be eventually.
When you look at it, is there any college head coaches that make sense for them to talk to?
Honestly, I don't think so. I know there's been a lot of talk about Marcus Freeman, but I'm not sure that he's leaving Notre Dame for either. I know it's been rumored about the Giants job as well, for that job or the Cleveland Browns job. That's the only one that really comes to mind right now. Steve Sarkisian's not leaving Texas either. So I don't think the college ranks are going to be the answer for the Browns here. It's either going to be maybe somebody with previous head coaching experience, but I think they're going to really look into the coordinator pool to see what they can get out of this offense especially.
Could you see them going back to the well? And I mean, a segment of the fan base likes the idea of them potentially getting Jim Schwartz and making him the head coach. Could you see a Mike McCarthy, or we've heard Gruden from the fans? Do any of those make sense to you?
McCarthy might make some sense because he would add some instant credibility to the offense. And Schwartz also would be intriguing because of how good the defense is. And do you really want to disrupt that rhythm? But he would have to have a clear plan for how to build the offensive staff, right? Who are the guys on his list that can come in and he can trust to turn this thing around? Or is it somebody that's more of a veteran, right? Would he bring in somebody maybe just got fired like a Chip Kelly or somebody like that with a lot of experience on the offensive side? That's really going to be the big question. But Schwartz is really an intriguing candidate there for how good the defense is already, and you don't want to disrupt that necessarily.
And they know him in the building, so again, you would assume based on the way that defense has performed under him that he has pretty good reputation within the building.